Hey, La Coruña. Wow. Good morning from sailing. We should be about an hour from being able to get clearance and get off here in town. Oh, we got company today.
Costa.
The coloration looks like Costa indeed.
But I don't know.
We're making good progress now. Right here in town. Good morning. Buenos dias again from Spain.
Our last port.
Now, our itinerary has been calling this town La Coruña the whole time, but in doing more research, it seems like that's the name of the area, and the town is called A Coruña.
If you look it up in the Weather Channel, it says both. So.
Okay, so either way, I will call it either and both today. So we're going to grab some breakfast, maybe do a little wandering, but we do have an afternoon tour booked, which is a driving tour of La Coruña, and we're going over to a little town called Betanzos.
Sounds right.
I'll check that pronunciation.
Like a historic town. But this town, when we go wander, is the home of Zara.
That's true.
In case you're interested, that's where it started. So
if you're into your shopping.
Yeah, maybe we'll go find one of those or 9, who knows. But
there's a lot.
We'll see.
Let's go. Little foggy, little chilly to start, but it is supposed to warm up over the course of the day. I think we're hitting 70 again today. Yes. A little bit more hopping at Aquamar today. Well, I guess you can sit right there. D has decided on an Almond Joy hot latte. I have got the old vanilla cold brew cold latte. We both decided on the berry version of the banana pancakes.
They're very good.
We decided to try both of the chia yogurts. Well, there may be more than 2, but I know there are 2. That's the regular chia yogurt and the blueberry chia yogurt. Oh, we just got clearance. Omelette. Oh, deck 5 is our gangway today. At Puerto de A Coruña, officially. So we just came out of the security area back there. There you are. Hey.
Hello.
We'll have to do this in reverse later when we come back to meet for our shore excursion.
Yeah. Doesn't look too complicated, though.
If you hang a right out of this port area and go, I think it was about 2 miles, you can wander over to see the Tower of Hercules, which is one of the big things in this area. So we've located approximately 7 or 8 or 9 Zaras on the map. It makes sense, but they don't open for a half an hour, so we're going to come wander over to this park. We've got birds in this park. Well, I can just barely see the funnel of what turned out to be Costa Favolosa in port with us today. Oh, I thought that was a statue of a man riding on a stingray at first. It might be a bird, actually. Maybe it's a statue of Dee riding on a bird. Oh, she's espied a bird on top of this statue here in the middle of the park. Part of this park is called the Rose Garden. Oh, and it just keeps going. The style of the benches and everything changes over here, almost like a separate park. This is gigantic. We had to start with a nature walk today.
We didn't even know.
Doctor Errada. Yep, the birds apparently like to perch on you too, good sir. Let's see, does this artwork speak to me? Well, there appears to be like a tiny little baby cradled in a hand up there in the top. Maybe.
There's people on the stones on the top.
It's like a tiny little somebody cradled by a hand. Or a cool looking space age chair. It's an alien in a space chair. That's what it is. Okay, this seriously goes on forever. Birds in the fountain. Well, at least a bird in the fountain. Who is this shady lady over here in the park? I mean, I don't think she's really shady. She's literally under some shade trees.
P-A-R-D-O-V-A-Z-A-N.
Pardo Bazan. Okay, we'll go with that.
I think that's what I'm seeing.
Coffee shop over there. This place is kind of cool just to have a wander. Okay, the time has come. We're going on a Zara hunt. They open at 10. Oh, they've got these cool barked trees here too. Oh my gosh, there's a Zara here. Who knew? Let's do some shopping. Zara is a wonderland. All right, I'm not going to record all up in the Zara. We'll see when we're done. How many levels are in this place? Wow. Many cute things were seen, yet none were purchased. That last location was ladies, children, and home, and there is Zara Man. Well, we've got the KFC dog. I don't think it's the KFC dog, but you have been petted on your head a whole lot, apparently. We have found the shopping section now, so let the shopping continue. Edinburgh, Scotland Highlands. I think we're lost. There's some cool architecture. And guess what's right across the street from it? Zara Home. We have almost made our way all the way up here to the Opera House now on our shopping adventure. What is this mysterious store across the street on this corner? Zara? Wow. We've had some shopping success. Dee found a skirt she had been looking for at that Zara.
I own 3.
Oh.
But the quality is better, I think, than the ones they have in the US. And it was like 25 euros, which is an amazing price. So I'm very happy with that.
All right, Zara for the win. This store has a whole bunch of the books in the series Dee is reading right now, but they're in Spanish, of course. Oops.
Most of it.
Hello again, Port. Gosh, I think we're almost at 7,000 steps. Oh, the timer is counting. The meeting spot for shore excursions is right over there, but we've got about an hour until we need to meet, so I guess we will go back in for now. Welcome back temporarily. Hey, welcome back to the outside. We've had some wardrobe changes.
Added a jacket.
I got showered and stuff because when we get back from this tour, we're going to be hard pressed to get to our dinner. Well, we got about a half an hour between the end of the tour and our dinner reservation.
Yeah.
We are all set. Oh, there's the name of our tour. I guess that's us.
We are going to show you some of the best bits of Coruña, including the famous Tower of Hercules, the one and only Roman lighthouse still working in the whole world. And then we will be driving towards the city, the Gothic city, the medieval city of Betanzos, to see one of the most important towns in the whole of Galicia, in the whole of Spain, and in the whole of the world during the Middle Ages.
We have made an unexpected bonus stop here at the Tower of Hercules. He said this stop is not normally on the program for this tour, but we've got time today. So about a 15-minute stop in total. Well, that's about as close as we're going to get on this brief stop. So this is one of the oldest known, did he say still working lighthouses? It's a Roman lighthouse. I picked up that much, but it's old. Right here by this ice cream truck, he said this statue would be our best quick view. Hey, statue. There we go. A little bit better view of the base and everything. Oh, maybe he meant from this giant statue up here. Okay, I might have gotten the wrong statue. Well, I hear something that sounds like bagpipes in the distance. Oh, that's a saxophone. All kinds of music happening out here. Let's wander back to the bus. Yeah, the driving tour's been really nice overall.
In this area that you can see here used to be one of the poorest areas of the town. In fact, nobody wanted to live around here because it was this was an area of countryside. Everything changed completely, extraordinary, because of the effect of Zara. And that is the reason, well, better constructions, new constructions, the flats in there much better and more like luxury.
We have made it officially to Betanzos, so we have come here to the city center to start our walking tour. The tour description said it'll be about a 90-minute walking tour. Very flat overall, just one little slope to start us out. Can we find a Zara here? That's the question. No.
Also the scallop shell is the symbol of the way of St. James, because also this scallop shell is symbolizing the different ways of St. James.
So here's our little bit of a slope. He said we will get some free time around this area later on.
This city, like a medieval city, and like all the medieval cities, they still have walls around.
So the area we were just standing was one of the original entry gates to the city, because they did, I guess it was a walled city.
This comes from Ferrol, from the shipyards of Ferrol in the north of Coruña.
We're here in the 2 o'clock hour, so we were sort of warned, oops, a lot of the churches and things might be closed and not ready for entry. Some of the stores might be taking their midday lunch break, stuff like that. Let's get a slightly better view on this architecture.
And that is the reason they built all the structure in here. We need to in fact,
oh, we can actually get a peek on 3 towers from here. You can just see that one poking up there in the middle.
all of them, or they are one, or they are abdicated to St. James, or at least there is an altar piece or a smaller chapel in there, or something related to St. James. Most of the monasteries, temples, and most of the cathedrals were built on the side of the way of St. James.
Oh, we do get to go inside this one.
Darkness. And we are going to get the light as it used to be during that period. It became into more taking care because of the Arabs and all of this, so they could say, okay, this one from the 15th century and the other two a bit older, 14th century, so 700 years.
So let's head inside. I think he said it's going to be pretty dark in here. We get to experience it as it was in the past.
They say the tradition says that 100 years ago, what we are talking about. Look at the nice colors in here, because this is not going to bring them out, but really short and really dark. We're not here, natural. But if we turn it the other way around, it's a sword.
We're going to migrate toward the front now.
At least some of them, this one around 60, 70 years.
Let's see if we can peek inside here. Oh, yeah.
That's an offer to God and during the festivity.
We're getting ready to leave this place now, so let's take a few more quick peeks around. We've learned about all the symbolism in the stained glass, because most folks back during the Middle Ages and all could not read. So it was a way for them to help understand the stories. Oh, it's 3 o'clock. We're on a little bit of a downhill now. So we're not going to head all the way down there to the river. We're going to keep going in this direction, which is relatively flat. Oh, wow. You can see all the way down to like a gate down at the bottom of that one. Oh, we've got the marketplace under construction over here. There's a lot of construction and restoration going on around town, actually. Oh, we have found some more remarkable architecture. Gonna gather in this little square over here. But look at that.
But the most important thing, interpretation of the whole history of the Bible, Virgin Mary. Here on the other side, opposite, the temple of St. Francis. Really important, maybe they were part of an important family and rulers of the area, Celtic rulers of the area. Then they became Roman citizens. That family is still important in the area.
Now we're going to head back to the square where we started. We got about a half an hour of free time, and then I think I heard him say the word cafeteria, so yes please. Most of the shopping establishments we're seeing seem to be closed up tight. We're into the 3 o'clock hour now. I think it's about 3:30, going on 3:30.
15-20 minutes you will be at the shopping center with Zara,
Oh, competition at the big shopping centers, so they're closed.
You do everything.
Well, that was certainly interesting to hear how important Zara is to a town like Coruña, and how it might have negative effects on a nearby town like this.
We're part of the problem.
Well,
but not really. I mean, if it was open, I would totally go in there.
True. Looking at the doors, most shops do have a morning block when they're open and an afternoon block when they're open, except on Fridays, there's not a lot of afternoon blocks. Kick off that weekend early. So about 25 minutes of free time we've ended up with, and then after that he confirmed we are going to go have a refreshment, so we might not get any refreshments during this break. We'll see. Not sure what kind of refreshment we're going to end up with. They've got spots with benches over there. Whoa, they've got a bus. All kinds of restaurants. He mentioned octopus, but said we probably wouldn't have time to get it, or the kitchens might not still be open this time of day. I was hoping to go see a magic show. Looks like that was last weekend, though. You can get all kinds of Galatian beers and white wines and things at any of these establishments.
We haven't eaten any lunch, and that's a terrible idea.
That's true, actually.
We're not going to do that.
Cafe Versailles. I think he said that this is where we're going to come back for our refreshment. Let's wander over to this little park and admire this fountain as the truck goes by. There's a slightly less backlit view of the fountain. Maybe. Oh, here's another statue over here that we got a peek at the back of from the bus. This is the two brothers. Trying to remember if they were city founders.
They rebuilt the city after fires, from what I remember hearing.
Did they build it on rock and roll? Probably not.
I might tell you actually.
We do have some signage. It was dedicated in 1983. There's some words that my eye holes can read. All right, they returned from Argentina, responsible for the construction of many, many places. Let's see if I can lighten him up there. We've just gotten a little piece of intel. He believes our refreshment is going to be an omelet that is traditional to this area, which consists of eggs and fried potatoes. Put them in a pan, flip, flip. There's your omelet of Betanzos. Cafe Versailles, who knew?
Mind your steps, we're coming.
Mind your steps, okay. There's a cozy little room, and he did say there were restroom facilities down here. Well, we've got an omelet, and we've got a tuna empanada to go with our glass of wine. And back out into the world. That was a delightful, refreshing refreshment. Well, there is our ride, right on time.
We're good?
Made it back to the port. Now, on board. Well, I thought maybe we had a choice of gangways, but looks like they're getting rid of the one leading up to, that's deck 4. So yeah, no, this is ours going up to deck 5. A little steeper than when we came down it. Hola. Well, we have hit the ground running. We are gonna go to Red Ginger. We've had some brief wardrobe changes. I'm ready to dine. Oh, audio guide, what the heck? Our show tonight is Dancin Fool, which is a proper singing, dancing production show. Oh, they're having a flag trivia in here right now.
Let's find out how well or how well not you've done. Before we go any further though, how about a round of applause for everybody for taking part? Yes.
Wow, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. So on this side, we got some chefs. And on this side, we got our housekeeping department, pilot wheel. And on this side, some more chefs. We have the dining room staff. We have our executive cellar master, our Captain Mario.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a wonderful journey is behind us. Please, 12 days, 9 ports, really amazing. So I hope you enjoy, because this is what it is. It's a journey. And
they are the crew of the marina, and we are one big happy family.
What is happening? Oh, yeah.
Okay, right hand pointing.
Well, we have come up to Horizons now. We couldn't record the show, obviously, but let's get some entertainment in our lives. They're having a Queen tribute up here. A boom! We have returned to the cabin to find our paper for tomorrow on the bed, a newspaper, a breakfast card, and we're not actually doing our time change tonight. We're going to do it tomorrow night on the very last night of the cruise. Good night, y'all. It is time to talk because,
It's late.
whoops, we have got to talk about our day. We've got to talk about our night. All right, so briefly, how was your time in La Coruña and Betanzos?
So I feel like we did one of the things you're supposed to do in La Coruña, which is go to Zara, oddly enough. It's very important to that area. It brought a lot of people back to the community and gave it the funds it needed. So we helped contribute to that. And then we had the sightseeing viewing portion of our tour, and we got to see the Herculean Tower. I believe that's what it was called. And that was really cool that we actually got to stop there. And the Betanzos, we got to go to the historic city center basically and learn all about the churches and the symbolism and things like that. And it was a really amazing day. Our tour guide was full of information. And then we got to have really nice, yummy Spanish omelet. I don't know if that's what it was called.
Our snacks.
Yeah, and like a tuna kind of
They called
like
it an empanada.
and that really fruity wine. So it was a really good day overall, honestly.
Yeah, we've learned in other cities about the symbolism and how the folks who could not read would use the signs above the door and the stained glass to interpret the Bible messages and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
really good architecture and stuff to see. So
And we got to go in the church, which was beautiful.
yeah, I'm glad.
And dark.
All right. Oh, and then we went up to listen to the band because let's save dinner for last.
Oh, yeah.
So, Queen!
Excel band on here has been amazing. They can play pretty much any genre and they get the crowd like really going. Their voices are really nice and blendy together, and it's a good time.
Yeah, people were dancing, okay?
Yeah.
I tried to record around them, but there's people in that footage, so whoops.
And the show.
Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm so ready to get to dinner. What about the show?
So we couldn't record it, and I'm sorry we couldn't. It was called Dancin Fool, and it was an amazing show. It had some stellar choreography. Whoever choreographed that was a genius because it had like a little elements of Fosse, it had quick step, it had disco, it had like Latin dances, it had everything, but it kept moving, like, so it wasn't on one piece too long, which was really nice. The songs they chose were great, the singing was really good, the voices blended, the costumes were beautiful. It was a great show, honestly.
Yeah, it took me a little bit to get into it, but once
Not
it got
me.
rolling, like they were bouncing around all over the place, but it came together. By the end of
loved
it, I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Now dinner.
It's dinner time, y'all. Red ginger, our last included specialty meal. There I took a picture of your teapot, and that was just to talk about tea.
So you can order tea with the meal. It's included. There's about 6 choices. I picked a vanilla orchid tea. I think that's what it was called. It was delicious. nice sort of sweet flavored vanilla. You know, it's infused, and they bring you a cute little teapot.
We actually got a little edamame appetizer. I had 5 edamames. That's a picture of your bowl. I don't think you got 5. I had 5.
4.
That's true. But that was just like your little starter. They tasted like soybeans. How about that? We got the sharing platter. Now, this monstrosity came out. It's got skewers. It's got sushi. It has fried shrimp and fried calamari and a bunch of dips.
Yes, the sushi changes, I guess, depending on what the chef wants to make. This one had like an avocado and cream cheese and another one with cream cheese. And
Cucumber cream cheese.
the
And the one
other.
had like, it was almost like ground chicken on top of it or something.
Yeah.
It was really good.
It was all tasty, but it might not be exactly the same.
Yeah.
But this was a nice option to share, and I think you could share it between like 2 or 4 people.
We should have ordered the 4 one. No, that was enough.
It was good.
There is your tuna tataki.
Yes, so one of our friends at our table, now that we made friends, suggested that, and it was really good. It was like a pepper kind of like coating on it, but not spicy, seared tuna and like a wasabi mayo on top. It was not spicy. It was just really perfectly cooked and had so much flavor.
Wasabi flavor is good. Speaking of things that might be spicy, there are 4 shrimp all lined up with some sauce on them. Now, this is a little messy to eat because, you know, when they serve you shrimp that are sauced and they have tails on them, there's no delicate way because I'm going to pick them up and I'm going to lick my fingers afterwards. But they were good. Little bite to them, you know, spicy and really cooked well. And I don't know what else to say about 4 shrimp other than yum. Did you get a second appetizer?
Yes.
Oh, you had the salad.
Yeah, so another friend I met today said that I should try the crispy duck and watermelon salad. I'm like, that sounds really strange together. However, it's delicious. The crispy duck, and it's a cold preparation, it blends so nicely. It's not really gamey or livery like duck can be sometimes. It has so much flavor, and then the watermelon just sets it off. It's delicious.
I took the pictures out of order is why I got confused. There is a picture of my potato thingamajig. Now, I did not know what to expect. It had the word crispy, potato, and I think roll in there. It was basically a bunch of noodles that had been soused. I want to say it's kind of like the sauce, like a dipping sauce you'd get with a spring roll, and then wrapped in thin potato and fried. Whew, it was a lot, but it was good. I mean, carbs on carbs on carbs. Yes, please. There's some leafy fish.
It was miso glazed sea bass, and it was just the perfect little tiny portion because at that point you're pretty full, but whatever flavor they infused into it was so stinking good. You didn't really need a big piece because the more flavorful things are, they make you more full. And it was cooked beautifully. One of the best pieces of fish I've ever had.
I ended up getting some Malaysian beef Penang, and that's just funny to say. The beef was fattier than I wanted it to be, so I didn't eat a lot of that. The gravy in there was nice and lemongrassy, not really spicy, bread delicious. I probably wouldn't get this one again. I enjoyed it, but I would try something else.
There's a lot on the menu.
Yeah, mostly the fattiness of the meat got me. I don't know, but the flavors were good. There's a side of fried rice for you, and I also had some fried noodles, so let's talk about fried stuff.
Fried rice was good. I don't know what you say about it. It was very flavorful and fluffy rice.
There you go. Dessert is up. What?
It's the steamed ginger cake with cardamom and apple ice cream. I think that's what it was called. It was a very moist, apple-y flavored cake, and with ginger, obviously. And the cardamom ice cream was just beautiful with it. Like, it was such a good dessert.
I got what they call bounty cake. Now, I thought this was just a little sponge cake with some chocolate drizzled on it and some coconut sprinkled on top. No! When you cut this open, editing me, put in the picture of it cut open, it was full of coconut, and it was tropical, and it was delicious. Yeah, we talked a long time. We got to go to bed. So
that is my favorite of the included restaurants, I will say, now that we've done all 4 of them.
too.
They're all good, though, honestly. It depends on what you're into, but we really love Asian food, and that was superb.
yeah, that's my number 1. So there you go.
Yeah.
Good night, y'all.
I'm tired.
We got a sea day tomorrow.
Yay, finally.
Woohoo! Come back now, you hear?
Bye.